I mean, really, the forecast is looking good for the weekend because we're going to get a little bit of summer left over, and then we transition and it'll feel completely like fall tomorrow.
Really?
So the tale of two seasons and just... I mean, really, out on Long Island, Good Morning Hauppauge has 54 degrees, Massapequa 57, Great Neck currently at 61. We have temperatures in the low 50s for Monticello, Poughkeepsie, and Sussex, so those places will warm up pretty nicely as well. But really the southerly flow that's going to be providing the nice weather ahead of the cold front, and so the southerly winds take our temperatures to near 80 degrees above the seasonal average for this time of year. So we get the summer warmth that leads to storms as the cold front comes in, and then some of these storms could potentially turn severe. It looks like areas north and west are at the greatest risk for the strongest thunderstorms to develop later on this evening. An autumn wind will kick in tomorrow, and that's what's really going to make it feel like fall around here. We'll have this nice gentle breeze and temperatures in the low 70s. Here's the front right now that we're tracking. You can see it back to the north and west coming out of Toronto over Buffalo, and it'll scream in our direction here over the next couple of hours and bring us the threat of showers and thunderstorms. But this cooler air is going to be clashing with a warm air mass, and that's what I was talking about. Those southerly winds are going to bring that warmth over the tri-state today, and then the cold front comes in and those two clash, and that's where you could potentially have some thunderstorms that produce strong winds and damaging winds. So we'll be keeping a real close eye on that for you today. Temperatures 80 degrees. Autumn arrives just before 11 a.m. The cold front comes through. Then there's a reinforced shot of cold air waiting in the wind. So out on Long Island, so not a real soaker. Temperatures near 80 degrees with a late day thunderstorm possible. Tonight we go to 61 for the overnight low. It clears out really late overnight, and tomorrow we'll start with sunshine, a few clouds moving in, temperatures in the low places. So New York road runners getting out there to see the fastest of the fastest compete. 1 mile, 20 blocks down Madison Avenue. That's going to be fun. And then they have a few different heats for age groups, and they've invited the media team out. So Team ABC7 will be there. Our heat is at 11:45, and we've got a few secret weapons on our team. I don't want to scare the other media outlets, but we have, we do have Flash. We have Flash Jason, Jason Flash. That's what we like to call him around here. But we have a few. Jeff Smith, another Speedmeister, and we got
Nobody called us, right, Michelle?
11:45. Cheer squad right here.
Nobody asked us to run.
Don't worry. Yeah, but we'll see you, and it's a great day for runners. So we'll see you on the course.
Thank you. All right, Amy, thanks.
They're staying upstairs, built for comfort, not speed.
All right, exactly.
That's right.
There you go.
You too. Thank you. We're left here today, and then a cold front will usher in fall, and it's really going to feel very autumn around here. And in the breaking of the leaves, I always like to wait for the winds. You know, you wait for the winds, and then they just blow them right into the neighbor's lawn.
Into the neighbor's yard. Nice.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Let's get started outside and look and see what's happening. A few clouds around, and as we go through this day, the we're awaiting a cold front, and this cold front is going to bring showers, but not till later today, so plenty of a dry Saturday out there, and our temperatures will be soaring really from the 50s and 60s where they are right now to near summer left here. A little bit of summer left over today. Empire State Building looks good. We've got 61 degrees in Central Park, 90% humidity. The winds are out of the south, and that southerly wind is going to be responsible for warming us up, so it holds steady ahead of this cold front pretty much all afternoon long. Temperatures are in the 50s. Hopewell Junction 56, 52 for Danbury, Cold Springs at 54 degrees. Port Jervis has 58, 55 in Monticello, and coastal Connecticut temperatures in the low to mid 50s there. Out on Long Island, we've got 52 in Islip, 59 in Montauk. Down the Jersey Shore, Belmar is up to 61 degrees. We've got 63 in New York. Thought we'd start with a little bit of hurricane talk, and that's because we just have one little storm out there, which is really post-tropical now. It's Nadine, and it's out in the Azores, pretty much a fish storm, not a big deal, but we're just past the peak of hurricane season as far as the increase in tropical activity. We're really on the downslope here. And even though the hurricane season and tropical storm season goes all the way until November 30th, one major factor here is that we've seen the westerlies strengthen across the U.S. So even if we have more tropical storms, it looks like the activity and the threat level for the U.S. has really decreased dramatically. And in historical books and looking back at history, we can have late season storms affecting the New York area, both in September and October. We've had it happen before. But with the weather pattern that we have right now, it just doesn't look like it's going to be a real possibility for us. So that's one less weather worry for us. Instead, we focus on a cold front today that could bring showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm front and watching for the rain, but the real thing that's going to grab your attention are the temperatures. Here's the air mass that the cold front is ushering in. Temperatures in the 40s in the International Falls. We got near 50 in Chicago right now, and that's the kind of air that will moderate as it heads into our direction, but taking our temperatures down in the 50s for the next couple of mornings. So enjoy this. We get it today, then the cold front comes. The clashing of those two air masses looks like it will stir up a thunderstorm or two with some isolated strong winds, potentially some small hail and even lightning. Not a lot of rain with this, so not a soaker of a storm. Instead, just one where we really have to keep our attention heightened and our alert level heightened so that we can see if there are any severe weathers that do develop. After 3 o'clock north and west and then into the city after sunset is the timing for this. The threat is for isolated strong winds, hail, and even some small lightning. Here's the forecast. This afternoon, clouds and sun, a warm breeze, and then a late day thunderstorm north and west into the evening. We could see some showers and thunderstorms. A little bit of summer.
And she certainly is big, but cuddly. She weighs 41 pounds now. Whoever adopts Skinny will need to help her live a new healthy lifestyle, but they'll get a sweet and loving cat in return. As you can see, adopt precious.
She's
Oh,
so
sweetie. I'm sure she's already been adopted. We got to check on that.
Skinny?
We got to check on Skinny. We got to make a call.
Skinny dip, chunky dunk.
You know.
The great thing is if you're a pet, it's easy to go on a diet. Because you're getting really, I mean, what are you going to do? Have
You
a
can't
mouse?
reach the food.
You can't reach the food, and you can't. I know you're getting fed, so somebody's gonna
Little thing.
take a.
Yeah.
So we asked you guys to please reach out to us on Facebook and tell us what your favorite things about fall were, and what are some of the things that people are saying?
Oktoberfest and Jody Latanizio said driving upstate or through New England for the fall leaves, of course.
Sharon says the fall fairs. I love the fall fairs. Jeannie Eichenberger says leaf peeping, which I love too, but it just sounds nefarious.
It does a
Like you
little.
might get arrested.
Right.
My friend Jim Welshman, who watches us religiously every weekend, he is a runner, and so he's a marathoner as well, and he says, I love it when the fall weather comes because the long 20-mile runs are so much more bearable when the weather's nice. So,
What are your marathon tips? Any marathon tips? Just quick ones? No?
the faster you run, the faster you're done.
With that twang.
Let me write that down.
I love it. All right.
It's beautiful outside today.
It really
Farmers
is. It's
market
very
good.
nice. It's very nice. It's going to be good. So we continue to have the Facebook things roll in, and it's good. All right. Weather time now? Here we go.
Absolutely.
All right, outside it really does feel pretty nice. Temperatures are in the 60s, and we'll have clouds increasing pretty much.
And
Ahead of the cold front, we've got a driving south wind. That's going to warm us up, bringing mild air in, and the cold front outlining where the boundary is between that warm air and the cold air that's kind of trying to move in from the north. That clashing of the air masses. We're going to start to see some severe weather popping up and already some storm reports. By tomorrow afternoon, things are looking good. Temperatures are in the low 70s. We've got a cool breeze around here, and it feels a lot like autumn. We'll start the work week off with temperatures below the seasonal average, just in the 60s by Monday. Not a whole lot of moisture to work with the system. The Futurecast is giving us less than 1/2 inch, so if you're looking for the lawn to get a good soak, it's not going to happen with the showers that race through today. Instead, just a late day shower or thunderstorm. Temperatures fall in the low 60s.